gonna have any visitors? I guess we're not gonna have nobody in our room. Oh, we got 2 now. We was by ourselves. Good morning, Mimsy's Garden.
Good morning, everybody.
Oh, hey, Southern Bella home. I miss you already, girl. Look at my wild hair. We left at 5 o'clock this morning. I thought Jemima Homestead was going to beat us out, but I think we beat her this morning and left. Oh, she left at 5:30. They left at 5:30.
Yeah, they're right behind us then.
Hey, Jemima Homestead, we hit some heavy rain, but once we went through it, it was okay. And now it looks good. We're on the other side of Shreveport now. Oh, she's 20 minutes from the house. You're so lucky. Yeah, we did go through some storms, you know, and it was heavy rain. You know, the water was just sitting in the road. I was worried about hydroplaning. Me and my paranoid self.
We missed all the bad stuff, though. We went right between everything, so it wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, we made one stop, too. Southern Bella, y'all be careful. Or did y'all already go through the bad weather? But it's going to be nice to go home. But I'm sure going to miss everybody. It was so nice getting to visit with everybody. But you know what? We can always go to Broussard Homestead. Is on our seeds, what y'all going to plant. I got me a few seeds from the Baker Creek. Oh, Southern Bella is 4.5 hours from home. Yeah, Broussard's definitely going to get into some storms. Yeah, we just have to pray that, you know, that the Lord protects them. Because it was bad. Heavy, heavy rain. So, but, I told Emily, VW Family Farm. Is that her name, Emily?
Andrea.
No, not Andrea. The daughter's name.
Oh, Emily.
Yeah, Emily. I told her when I got home I had a whole bunch of quail eggs. I told her I was going to make crawfish flavored quail eggs. And she said, oh, I want to eat some. I said, girl, watch the video and get in the kitchen and make some. Mimsy's Garden, we're located in Oakdale, Louisiana. So actually, Deep South Homestead, when they do their thing, they're like 4 hours from us, not very far. It would actually be closer to go there, and but I'm going back to the Shindig if they do it again.
We'd like to make all of them. It's just hard to take off work to go.
Yeah, I'd like to go. I'd like to look at Danny's strawberries. I love his strawberry bed. That's what we need, something like that to keep the squirrels from getting it. So you're located in southeast Mississippi. Oh, she's 2 hours from Deep South.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I'm ready to put some plants in the dirt too. I bought me some flowers, and I got that, what's that tree? Elderberry tree. I got that. I was telling Todd on the way here, we passed some dogwood trees. I'd love to have a dogwood tree. So I think I'm going to go take me some clippings and see if I can't root some, because they grow wild around the house. But they are beautiful. I love them. But next year we come to the Shindig, I'm going to make plenty of Mayhaw jelly. And I'm going to have that Mayhaw jelly. I'm going to bring some more clippings. And I'm going to have me a table next year. All right, y'all be careful, Gemini Homestead. And We love you. I was so glad I got to meet you, girl. And your husband, too. Well, all right, guys. So, what are y'all planning on planting? Oh, maybe next year. Oh, I'm sorry about your father-in-law and your mom. So you're really busy. I'm going to pray for you. Yeah, that's stressing, and tiresome when you constantly taking care of someone. But that's your family and you love them. And you're going to do whatever you can for them. My mom passed away, and oh boy, I'd give anything, if I had just a few more hours with her. So, but I can't wait. I picked up some seeds at Baker Creek. They were like a speckled bean. They kind of look like a butter bean, but I don't think that's what they were. But they are a running bean. I might try to plant those when we get home. This afternoon, maybe. I don't know. It depends. I'm tired.
We got a bunch of stuff to plant.
Yeah, we did. We got a lot of seeds from Baker Creek. That was so nice of them, to give out free seeds like that.
We still got all our okra to plant, our pumpkins, all that.
Yeah, we hadn't never planted our okra or nothing.
The gourds.
Oh, wow. So you're already getting tomatoes and peppers?
Wow, that's neat.
I know I planted a bunch of, a whole raised bed full of tomatoes, and I got a bed full of peppers. Hey, Twin Cedars Farms. We're just live streaming on our way home. Because when I get to my house, I don't know if we'll be able to live stream because we live in a rural area. And I had to get HughesNet internet, but, I don't think it's going to do good.
Yeah, we should be able to. You're on AT&T.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Mimsy. You just have the plants. Hey, Life with Linda. How are you doing? And I got to meet and visit with Two Family Homestead. Oh, my word, people. I love them. They are so nice, so sweet, good people. We met good people, and it felt so good, to be able to visit with like-minded people. Twin Cedar Farm, we are live on the, Streamlabs. It's an app, and you can download that, and it connects to your YouTube, and it allows you to go live on it. Daryl found it for us. So, I think the other night when we were playing around, he had my phone and he went live. And he just handed me my phone back and said, "Oh, you're live." I'm like, "Oh, wow."
That was our very first time.
Welcome to our homestead. Yeah, this is my second time to go live. So, if y'all don't have that Streamlab app, make sure you get it, and you can go live with under 1,000 subscribers. Bruce Swords was live a little bit earlier, right before we went live. So, but we really had fun. Yes, Life with Linda, it does work. I don't know what kind of picture y'all seeing, of us, but I'm getting y'all's messages, and very good. It seems good.
Can y'all hear us?
Hey, Bruce Sword Homestead. Yeah, we are. I hope y'all don't run into a bunch of rain, because we came through some heavy rain. Y'all be careful. But we're on the other side of Shreveport now, in between Shreveport and Alexandria, and it's not raining over here. Oh, well, good. The Busy Little House said they can hear us and see perfect. Well, I guess the app works really well. Yeah, it is great. Well, we're glad you enjoyed the videos. Well, it's better than nothing, you know, being able to use it and go live when you're in your vehicle or outside in the garden or in the barn and stuff. But I am so curious to see. I wonder how many people went to Big Bear Homestead's page and left him a message that said, "Go Tigers." I bet he was tickled.
If it works at the house, we'll get us a schedule and get on every week.
Well, thank you.
Talk to y'all.
We enjoyed ourselves. It was wonderful. You know, that's the first time we ever been to something like that. You know, because we've homesteaded really all our life. We've always did the garden, but we wasn't 100%, you know, trying to depend on our food like we are now. And we just never did YouTube or anything like that. My favorite part of the whole shindig was getting to meet other people. It was so nice to meet everybody that was like-minded, you know, that was homesteading, doing everything, you know, that you're doing. Oh, I'm great at it. Well, thank you.
Everybody's just so nice, too. I mean, you get along with everybody. We had a good time.
Yeah, that's like the Broussard homestead, you know. We had to travel all this far to get to meet them, you know, and they live like 45 minutes from us. Oh, well, thank you, busy little house. We appreciate you watching. So, but I can't wait. I got me some Kajari melons. Have any of y'all ever planted the Kajari melons? Okay. Well, we won't be able to go to the HOA because Todd works 6 days a week. You know, since I'm not able to work anymore, he works, you know, because we have to have the health insurance that they charge an arm and a leg and a shoulder and a thigh for. But hopefully we're going to put in and schedule so he can let them know in advance that we want to come back to the shindig if they do it again. I've never planted the Kajari melons either, but I saw them. I think Jess did Jess plant those? Roots and Refuge?
Yeah, I think she did.
Yeah, I think that's where I heard of them from, and I just ordered them from Baker Creek. No, I had already had the Kajari melons. I had ordered them from Baker Creek, and we ordered the Tigger melons too. You know, they're like a small melon, kind of like a cantaloupe. Oh, wow, Mimsy's garden just started. Uh-oh, Big Bear got the message because he just texted and said amen and thank you. No, I've never tried the jelly melon. What are those? Oh, you got them from the M.I. Gardener. Wow, I wonder what they taste like. I know the Kajari melon, I Googled it. It said it's supposed to have like a pineapple flavored taste. And I'm excited about my ground cherries. I had never heard of ground cherries before, but I saw them on Baker Creek and I got them. I bought some seeds off that website. It's like you get addicted to it and you just keep going back and buying more and more and more.
We're going to be making some more raised beds too.
Oh, wow. Did y'all hear that? Y'all are my witnesses.
And I promise you, I will slow down and show y'all how I make them beds. They're made a little bit different than everybody else's with the tin. And I also want to make one out of the pine logs. We'll cut the trees down and make them. If you got the trees and been able to pull them up, it's a lot easier like that. But they're going to be lowered to the ground.
They heard you.
Our problem is around the house in Louisiana is everything rots very, very fast. So if you get 2 or 3 years out of one with just regular wood, that's all you're going to get. That tin will last a long time. But I'll slow down and show y'all how I do it. Try to go step by step on it.
Well, Life with Linda, it's a tiny, tiny seed. It doesn't grow very tall. It's kind of like a ground cover, and it has these little round berries that taste like a pineapple flavored. And Southern Belle, I got, oh, Broussard's in some heavy rain. Y'all be careful. But Southern Bella, I started mine on a heating pad, a plant pad, heating pad like, and they germinated. And then I sowed some in the ground too to see how they would come up and do. Yeah, we got plenty of pine trees. What I do with the pine trees is I go out there and I use a pitchfork and I just scoop up the pine needles that fell. I use those in my barns for like my baby goats. I put the pine straw down and stuff like that. You know, it makes it easier to, you know, clean up, to just rake it and clean it all up instead of them just going to the bathroom on the ground and stuff. Yeah, and it's free and it don't cost me nothing. We have plenty of it. Like, we had got so much rain in the barn, it was like getting slippery and it was so wet and nasty. So I just put a bunch of those pine needles down and it worked wonderful.
Tell them about Travis falling through.
Oh, y'all, guess what? My little son-in-law, he was helping my mother-in-law take care of the animals while we were going to up here. And we told y'all we do the rabbits in a colony. Well, these rabbits, they dig holes all over the place. You just never know where they were. And so he walked into the rabbit pen to put some feed out for the rabbits.
Which is under the barn.
Yeah, which is underneath the barn, and he fell through because they had dug a tunnel and it was so thin and his weight fell through. Oh, wow, Twin Cedar is going to be having Nigerian dwarfs. Yeah, that's what we have. Well, we have 2 Nigerian dwarfs that are not registered. So, yeah, but when you are doing the colony, hey, you have to be careful with them things because they will tunnel and dig some holes. But it's so nice to go in there and sit down, and I pick grass and stuff for them, and I throw that grass out, and they come out, and they come out of everywhere. Like, I was sitting there and had 19 baby rabbits come out. I was like, oh my word, where did they come from?
And all the birds that are in there, it's just like a safari when you sit in there. Everything's just walking around right at your feet. It's really relaxing to sit in there. It's cool.
Yeah. Broussard Homestead, y'all make sure y'all be careful. Yes, that is a lot of rabbits. And so what we do is when they get weaned from their mom, we separate them at that point and then start feeding them because we process those rabbits for meat. And they're good. Rabbits good eating. Yeah. But we're raising the pheasants too to process for meat. I've never ate a pheasant and I'm excited about it. I can't wait. Southern Bella, I have a video of the rabbit colony up if you check through my videos. It's like some of the first ones I posted. I had did it on my phone and didn't know that you're supposed to turn your phone sideways.
Yeah, we'll get another one up before long. Just an update on it.
Yeah. And I can't wait to get that garden going. Do the rabbits give back? Twin Cedar wants to know as much as you put in with all the feed?
Yes. The last time I processed what I took I bring them to work and sell them to the guys at work that I work with. I made enough money to pay for my feed, and plus I put some in the freezer.
Yes.
And it's a regular thing. I mean, I was right at one time I was feeding them right at what, 2 sacks a week.
Yes.
Yeah, they eat a lot.
Yeah. But I constantly pick grass and stuff, and I noticed that because they don't have no grass in their pens, and when I do pick some grass and stuff like that and bring to them, they don't eat as much of the feed, you know, so that does help out doing that too. But
and then when the garden gets ready, you throw all that in there.
Yes, the Busy Little House, we do process our own meat. We are going to be processing some beef, and then we're going to go step by step and video that and show y'all how we do that, because we have our own cooler, and so we'll be hanging our meat in the cooler, and we have our own saws to cut our meat up and everything.
In the grinder. They call it ground meat and everything.
So, yeah, we're going to make our own ground meat. I say grind meat.
And I'll probably make sausage with some pork. I'll mix it with that beef.
Yeah, processing your own meat, it's hard work, you know, and but it's well worth it, because you know what's in your meat, who's handled your meat, and all that, you know. Sometimes I get nervous. I'm sure they don't do it, but I worry about if I bring my young cow to the slaughterhouse to get processed, are they switching it out, taking my tender meat, giving me an older cow, you know? So I'd rather just do my own. You know, we might not make the best cut steaks, you know, that you would get in a butcher shop, but hey, it's edible. And so you got to be careful these days, you know. You just never can tell with people. But we've always processed our own meat and stuff. His daddy, when we first got married, his daddy used to have a whole bunch of cows, and he would do that. He would process a cow and for the kids and stuff. Oh, Southern Bella's going to be processing their own venison this year.
Yeah, they do all their deer meat.
Yeah, we are raising meat chickens, and we bought us a chicken plucker, and this will be the first time that we've done that. You know, we've always had chickens, and you know, he would go outside and get a chicken and just butcher it as one, but we've got a bunch of meat chickens we're raising up at this time, and those chickens eat a lot of feed. But I guess it's well worth it, because you know what's in your meat. That's like my son. He's 28 years old. He had called me and said, "Mama, what are you doing? Why are you raising all those chickens like that?" I told him, I said, "Well, okay, you just go on to the grocery store and you go buy you a bag of leg quarters or something." I said, because I guarantee you that bag of leg quarters come from sick chickens where the only good part was the thigh, you know, and they cut it off and put it on there. So, and bag that up.
You don't never know.
So I'd rather raise my own. But it was so funny when I went to do the rabbits. I told him, I said, "You're going to have to show me how to cut up a rabbit." I said, "I ain't never cut up a rabbit." Do y'all know what he sent me? A video on Living Traditions Homestead of Sarah cutting up a rabbit. So I learned how to cut up a rabbit by watching Sarah on YouTube. So, do y'all have any other questions that y'all would like to ask us, or anything y'all would like to know about us? What about you? You got anything to say? We are on the other side of Natchitoches. Oh, well, I believe you can do it at the Busy Little House. Raise your own animals and butcher them and process them.
Just don't play with the ones that you're going to butcher.
No, I didn't sell anything at the shindig. What I did was I made clippings of fig trees and mayhaw trees. I potted them and I brought them and I gave them away for free, is what I did. You know, the Lord blessed us with it, and I was just returning the love, sharing the trees. But next year, if we go back, I'm going to make some mayhaw jelly and stuff, because I couldn't believe how many people, you know, had never heard of Mayhaw jelly. We only have one freezer, but it's a huge freezer, you know, that we keep our cow in. What? One cow will fill up half of that freezer, or what?
Half to 3/4, depends on the size. This is a pretty big cow that we'll butcher. It's not a calf, it's a full-grown cow.
Yeah, so it should take up like 3/4 to half. So what I'll do is right when we go to butcher that cow, I will clean out my freezer, and so like the neighbors in the area and stuff, I'll give them the meat, you know, or family member, you know, I'll just pass the meat, and we vacuum seal our meat. So well, it was nice visiting with you, Twin Cedars. Thank you, and God bless. Oh, so Busy Little House, you haven't heard of the Mayhaw jelly either?
Or the purple roll. Nobody's heard of that?
Yeah, the purple hull. I make jelly out of the pea hulls from the purple hull peas, and that's good too. But you can make jelly just out about anything. All right, guys. Yeah, but it's always good to give. The Bible says give and it shall be given, you know. Also, do it to others as you would have others do unto you. You know, I would like people to, you know, give me stuff like that too, you know.